Eugene?
Well, leave my cheekbones out of this. Who, what, where?
Okay, Zach, come on, why don't you come on back over here? Zach.
Did you miss me?
Wow. You really want me to answer that on camera?
No, you're right. Let's just keep things professional.
Exactly. Just like...
The latest is Tangled, a retelling of Rapunzel, voiced by TV funny man Zach Levi as the dashing bandit Flynn, and the delightful Mandy Moore as Rapunzel, the girl with hair. Lots and lots of hair. Please welcome Zach Levi and Mandy Moore.
Don't stop, please.
These guys like you.
Work with each other
Not
at
once.
all, doing the dialogue.
No.
So this is really the first time we're really meeting.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, Mandy. Nice to meet you.
Did you realise when you were doing it just how sexy the character was that Zach was going to play?
Best day ever!
Casting the voices of Tangled was a lot of fun and a huge part of getting the story right.
Flynn and Rapunzel especially are the heart of the movie, and Mandy Moore and Zach Levi are absolutely perfect.
I love that, you know, more often than not, Rapunzel is taking care of Flynn, is sort of helping him along the way, saving
calm
him.
down, okay? I'm affording you opportunities to do that.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Forever having sort of the cachet of saying that I'm a Disney princess is beyond my wildest imagination.
Who are you? And how did you find me?
Rapunzel is played by Mandy Moore, who is incredibly multi-talented.
We always talked about Rapunzel being this real girl, someone who you think you know, alone in a room, very simple, very straightforward, very true. And Mandy's all that stuff.
I've been looking out a window for 18 years. I love the story of Rapunzel, and playing this character has been so much fun.
What it was like to step into these roles again and get to play with these characters that are so beloved all over again.
Mandy.
I mean, this was an opportunity we couldn't pass up. I think if we're being perfectly honest, Zach and I both had a little bit of trepidation venturing back into this territory just because...
No.
Initially, we're like, where does this story go? How do we find ourselves back in these shoes?
Or lack thereof.
He's one of the first sexy... Disney, traditionally, they're not overly sexy men, and you know, Flynn's pretty sexy.
What's easy for you to say?
Zach Levi plays the character of Flynn Rider.
He's just a really charming, funny guy.
When Zach came in for the audition, he had us in stitches.
Hi. How you doing? I've idolized Disney movies for so long, and so now I get to be a voice in one of the movies. I'm like, yeah, this is a joke, right? Somebody's gonna say something at some point, or I'm gonna wake up. Let down your...
What about charm?
Oh, clearly me. I mean Flynn. I mean me.
Good with the women, and he's cheeky, and
Cheeky, come on.
How you,
Let's go.
And how are you like Flynn? Flynn Rider?
Well, I'll tell you what there, Daniel. Flynn is he's a charming bugger, isn't he? I'm just gonna stop that now. No, he's incredibly self-absorbed, and I hope I'm not anything like that on that level. But, well, what you say, Mandy?
I think she is so positive and glass half full, and she's a faithful friend, and I mean...
You are none of those. I was just gonna say, and you are... I just think everything's horrible.
Okay, Zach, come on, why don't you come on back over here? Zach.
Did you miss me?
Wow. You really want me to answer that on camera?
No, you're right. Let's just keep things professional.
Exactly. Just like...
But we were obviously convinced, and here we are. I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer, especially because I felt like we were really a team in making the decision together. It's like, I wouldn't have done it if Zach didn't want to do it, and perhaps vice versa?
No, I definitely would have done it without you. That's not true.
I think he looks like Zach.
He does.
He does look a little like Zach.
Oh my goodness, I'm just excited to be back.
But anyway, no, yeah, it's like, you know, when look at how gorgeous she is. She's just stunning.
He's handsome for an animated character.
Yeah. Is that creepy to say? That he's a handsome animated character?
No, I don't think it's creepy at all. Continue.
So Mandy, when Rapunzel gets her hair cut, I automatically thought, oh, that looks like Mandy Moore. Did you have any kind of like say in how they made Rapunzel look? Or?
I wish the characters sort of had their looks established long before Zach and I got cast in the film. But I too watched the movie and sort of looked at the screen going, I think I've had that haircut before.
It has nothing to do with me. I wish people have said that. Like, how does that make you feel? And I go, I don't know, thank you. It's not me. It's a cartoon, and it's not even based on me. A lot of people think he looks like Robert Pattinson.
He does look a bit like you, I reckon.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Considering you just said he's like the sexiest Disney character. I see where you're going with this. Continue.
Women where they were
like
asking
300
them
women or something like that?
who their favorite actor was, or who they thought was most handsome, or what qualities or attributes of men that they found attractive. And
Come on, look at this. Look at La Faccia right here.
Actually,
Really, they just pointed at a picture of me and said, make him look like Jake Gyllenhaal, not like Zachary Levi. Make him look like a Jake Gyllenhaal / Robert Pattinson.
Flynn looks a lot like Zach. Now, did you exactly like Zach actually?
Hi, Zach. Hi. Okay, so the directors and the writer both been saying you threw in more funny lines than were actually in the script.
While I greatly appreciate that sentiment, and
Tangled's director searched long and hard before casting Mandy and Zachary.
For Mandy's part, we had over 300 actresses actually come in, sing for us, audition, read for us. She's amazing. Zach was perfect as Flynn Rider. We didn't even know Zach could sing. You know, he came in and he performed for us, and he read from the script, and we're like, oh, he's perfect. He's got charisma. He's charming. He's funny. He's great at ad-libs. Loved it.
And I do feel like they, allowed me to ad-lib a lot, and I really appreciated that. And I know that they used some of that in the film. Dan Fogelman wrote a great script with a lot of funny moments in it, so I would really hesitate in saying that I brought more funny than what was already there.
How easy was it to play Flynn? He's an interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't say easy, because I think any character is, dynamic, and you want to play a lot of different beats with them and all that stuff, but certainly a lot of fun.
Now, did you guys make any adjustments to his appearance after you cast him?
Yeah, the process for animation, it's great because you're working on the story, and then you start building the sets, virtually, and then you start designing characters, and it's all kind of happening at the same time. And at some point, you get into casting, and so when the film's cast, then you go back and you kind of tweak the characters, and you see what they bring and their voice and their mannerisms and everything. You can put all of that in the characters. It's an amazing process.
La Faccia.
Oh, yeah, I love that girl so much.
I'm very excited.
I mean, Mandy and I didn't know each other before we did Tangled, but she's such an awesome, lovely individual, and we've remained friends over the years. And
I can't believe that it's been 10 years. Can you believe it's been 10 years, Zach?
In some ways, yeah, the grays have really started to become more pronounced.
If they make this into like a live action film, kind of like what they're doing with Beauty and the Beast, would you be interested in potentially doing something like that? Maybe?
I would be interested in throwing my name in the ring, but I'm sure by the time they get around to Tangled, I'll be far too old to play Rapunzel.
Actually, Mandy looks young enough. She can keep doing it forever. This silver is coming in real thick. You know what I mean? I don't know how much longer I can dye that.
It's one of my most favorite things I've ever been a part of in my career, and I feel lucky that 7 years later we're here like revisiting this story and these characters and the opportunity to dig a little bit deeper. And I think this series allows for us to learn more about their lives and the choices that they've made, and sort of there's magic and music and drama and action and comedy. There's a little bit of something for everybody.
It's all in that same pocket, and they've done an excellent job at that. And just being able to continue to be these characters
Yeah.
that I think were so wonderfully crafted.
And who knew if we would ever have the opportunity?
Oh,
again,
100%,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's so lovely to be able to revisit these characters.
No, essentially what had happened was is that Chris and the team were hard at work in putting this thing together, but to your credit, to the entire team's credit, and to Disney's credit, you guys really, at least what they told us was, we don't want to do it unless we have you and Mandy. That's probably not true. It would have been a great show. Wouldn't have been as good. But what you guys did was you really included us very early on in the conversation, and you allowed us to weigh in on how we felt about what the story that was being presented and how all that tied together and how that affected your character and my character. And you really listened to us and you collaborated with us on that, and that was very crucial for me, I think also for Mandy, and ultimately, you know, that's kind of shows a lot of respect and thought in that, you know, ultimately, for us to be able to kind of weigh in and say, hey, these are our thoughts, this is what we love, this is what our concerns were, and you guys heard us and you adapted to that, and now we get to keep being Flynn and Rapunzel.
Yeah, and I think otherwise, we sort of thought, well, that was the beginning and end of our story as,
Yeah.
you know, Eugene and Rapunzel. So it's beautiful to see and hear, like, how their life sort of expands outside of what we know from the film and the short.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Now, it may have seemed like you won, but you gotta take into account that my hair is actually longer than yours now, so we gotta factor in wind resistance.
Wow. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Bless your goddamn heart. Oh my God.
Oh, watch your step, pal. That's where I died. See?